Back.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. Now, how was your week?
Um, it's been good. Nothing's really changed, but
Oh,
mhm.
what is? Can you tell me a little more about that?
I still haven't really talked to my family. Just kind of
Okay.
been hanging out with my friends.
Okay.
But that's good for me. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Okay. Um, now, you said you haven't talked to your family. I'm wondering, uh, did they have a reaction to you coming in last week?
Um, well, my brother my mom really wanted me to come. My dad really didn't say much about it, but they asked me how everything went, and I told them, that we just kind of talked about a few things, but other than that, they just kind of left it alone.
Okay. Yeah, because I know last week we discussed the issues you have communicating with your parents. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we talked about how your goal is to get more involved in dance,
Mm-hmm.
and how that doesn't necessarily align with what your parents want for you. Okay.
At this point, it's still kind of the same thing.
Okay. So nothing much has changed from last week.
Mm-mm.
Now, how do you feel about their reaction?
Um, it just kind of just shows how they've always reacted to things that I do. I'll tell them about it, and they'll there's just not much excitement there. Just kind of just they'll hear me and they'll say, "Oh, that's good," and then that'll be the end of it.
Okay. So,
There's really no encouragement, or they really don't tell me like what they expect from me or like what they think I should be doing.
okay. So if I'm hearing you correctly, you're kind of, is it okay to say you were disappointed kind of in their reaction? That you kind of expected that, here you are doing what they wanted you to do, and they didn't really say, hey, Amber, like, that's great,
Yeah,
you know?
I think that's like exactly how I feel.
Okay, yeah, because, I mean, what you're doing here is a really great thing, and, it shows a lot of strength on your part,
Mm-hmm.
and,
And they're the ones that made me come here. So the fact that I came, you would think that they would say something or say more about it. But
okay. Now, can you explore your feelings about that a little more?
um, well, I just feel disappointed, and I'm kind of angry about it, just because let's say like my brother has a football game or something like that, they'll go and it'll be this whole big celebration, or like my sister graduating, it'll be a big celebration. But if I do anything, then there's really nothing in response to it. But if I do something that they don't approve of, like go out with my friends and have some drinks and things like that, then I get all the attention. So
Okay. So they're not responding to the positive things that you do, but then they're responding to the negative things.
mm-hmm.
Okay. That's kind of. I know before we talked about how you kind of feel like an outsider in your family.
Yeah.
How you kind of feel that you're treated differently than your siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Just because I don't value the same things they do.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about how, um, you mentioned that they, approve his football for your brother because, it might lead him to get some scholarships, and how they don't feel like that your goals are necessarily going to lead to that kind of professional
Right.
career.
But then the funny thing is, when I come here and do something that they actually wanted me to do, there's still no response for it. So it's like, I just feel like I can't please them, but I'm trying to, but.
Okay. And I'm wondering what you would like to kind of get from this process. I know we talked before about um, improving the quality of communication with your parents. Maybe, from the last time we were talking about how you didn't really feel like they were hearing you. Which is kind of, is that what's going on right now? Is that they're not really listening to what you're saying?
Yeah, they're not listening, and they just kind of don't try to see things from my point of view. If you ask me, they're very close-minded, just because they're close to me doing dance, and just anything that I want to do, they don't really see it how I see it.
Okay.
or they don't try to see it from my point of view.
Okay. So I definitely think. Do you agree that that might be something that we can work on here? Maybe getting some ideas to get kind of open up those communication pathways. You know.
Yeah, but I almost feel like there's nothing I can do, like nothing more I can do. I came to therapy like they wanted me to, and they still didn't respond, and I just feel like they need someone to talk to.
Okay. Well, kind of shifting gears away from trying to make this process about getting approval from your parents. I just like to know what this. Let's set them aside for a moment and really just look at what you want from this, personally, without kind of their input. Is there anything that you can think of that you would like to gain?
I guess just finding. I don't know. It's been hard for me to just find my place in life and what I really want to do, and just kind of accepting the fact that they may not approve of what I want to do. And then also, we haven't really talked about it, but I kind of go out a lot, and I totaled my car in an accident.
Okay.
And I know that I probably shouldn't drink as much as I do, but
Okay.
I do.
Now, so are you saying that what I'm gathering is that you feel that maybe you're drinking a little too much?
Maybe, but I feel like my circumstances make me do it.
Okay, so is that what kind of feelings trigger you to?
Just being annoyed with my family and just really upset about. I don't know. I'm kind of upset about how my life has turned out so far. It's because I'm not in school and I'm not doing what I love to do, and so I'd rather just go out and have fun.
So a little stressed? Are you feeling a little bit disappointed?
Yeah, I think disappointed is a good word.
Disappointed. Okay. Well, is that something that you feel that you would like to change?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to just find a way to be more productive and do things to reach my goals. Like, I like to have a good job that I actually enjoy, and I like to be in school.
What are some ways that you think, things that you could change, kind of do differently that would get you closer to that goal?
I think I could start by just kind of looking more for a job that I actually enjoy, because then I'll be able to get money to move out of my parents' house and have my own freedom, and also maybe then I could go back to school.
What would that job look like?
I'm not for sure yet. I really don't know exactly what I like besides dance, but there's no jobs where you could just dance, so I just would want to kind of figure that out.
Okay, so maybe something along the lines of like using your creativity, something that's active.
Right. Maybe I like kids, so maybe if I could get a job like working with like a dance team at a school, or like a cheerleading team or something like that.
Yeah. I think that would that kind of be a nice outlet for you?
I think so. It will give me just a little more freedom, and also just let me feel like I'm actually doing something that matters to me.
Okay, well, we can definitely kind of pinpoint some tasks that we can do together to kind of move you closer to that goal. So we can talk about maybe some homework that we can do in between this session and our next session.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. One thing that you could do, as you mentioned, maybe contacting your former dance teacher to see if maybe she has any ideas about how you can maybe become a little more involved. Is that something that sounds?
I could try to do that.
Okay. What do you think you could do between now and then to kind of explore some of those job opportunities?
Like you said, just kind of trying to work with the connections I have just from because I used to dance, and also kind of trying to work on those skills again just in case I do get a job, and hopefully it'll work out.
Well, we'll continue to talk about trying to get you to the point where you feel like you're being more productive, and we'll work on that homework assignment of you maybe contacting the school and your former dance teacher to kind of just get a little insight into maybe some ways you can be a little more active, doing something that you actually enjoy.
Yeah, I really like that. That would be a good change for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely continue talking about ways in which you can use, your skills and your creativity to kind of find a place where you feel comfortable. Does that sound good?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay. Well, same time next week.
Yep, I'll
Okay.
be here.
Alrighty.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.